at the Samsung showroom at Banex Junction, Wuse 2, Wuse district in Abuja, where a fire raced down the Samsung showroom last night. We're here to get eyewitness accounts on what transpired here. We're here to speak to authorities and get their own point of the view. Word on the streets is that the fire service did not respond promptly, but the fire service has explained to us that they actually did, but were attacked by hoodlums who stopped them from discharging their duties promptly.
I think the fire started around 7 something then. That was when the main flame started. So it was so unfortunately, the fire service were unable to come here on time. They came here as late as, I think it was towards 9, they arrived here. That was the fire service. And unfortunately, the company itself, just some few days ago, they arrived goods here. The goods that they wanted to use for Black Friday, you know. So it's so unfortunately for Samsung. We are just feeling so sad about them.
The thing started by Samsung office. Like play, the thing just a chop. And we try to use gas and the gasoline and gas, this thing where this filling station they are used to stop this thing. And this thing go for 30 minutes to 1 hour. No any fire service, no idea. We try to do our best. Like play. Before those fire service come, later everything burn. The only complaint we get, make them try to do their work. Assuming say yesterday they are fear. In the next 30 minutes or 20 minutes, we can try our best. Maybe the team no go reach like that. Then come almost 9 o'clock. Later everything burn. Nothing. Then come everything is burning. Before they come. And then come when they want to start, their horse still get problem for the gas. They still waste another time before they start.
In this season, there are high temperatures, there are winds, and this building was very well aesthetically built. Because of the work of aesthetics, it enhanced combustion and the spread was very quick and very rapid. And our fear was let it not progress into or spread into the next premises, which is a filling station. That was why we had to start attacking from that flank to stop any untoward happening in the filling station, because it would have been much more hazardous than it was. But we thank God there was no loss of life. With respect to access to services, our services are very accessible, just as DG has said. But because of city planning and town planning, we are not able to situate services at every location and at every space, because we have to obey the master plan of the city, and the city has been developed in such a way and been designed in such a way that every district ought to have the presence of a fire station and a police station. And we have access. The international standard is that 2.5 kilometers radius there should be a fire station. But we know that we are moving on and we will get there eventually. But for now, our services are available.
We had a distress call yesterday in the evening through our control room that there's a fire incident here at Samsung office, Wuse 2. So the fire service responded immediately, but unfortunately they were attacked by hoodlums to the extent that one of the staff of the fire service was injured and their vehicle was vandalized to a certain extent. They have to turn back and communicate with Garki and Wuse police so that they will come and assist in crowd control, which they did immediately. But because of the time gap, that time, when the fire service responded that time, the fire was still under control to an extent, to a lot of extent. But because of the crowd that attacked the fire service fighters, we had to call the police, as I told you earlier, and civil defense for crowd control. Within that space, before you know it, the fire have already spread around the building. Nonetheless, the fire service, both the FCT fire service and the federal service were at hand. They were able to control the fire at about 1:30 in the night.
We are going to look at the safety aspects of cladding of building we are going to collaborate with the current, that is engineering aspect in Nigeria, to look into the safety aspect of cladding of our structures. Let it be fire resistant. Then number two, the district heads should help us enlighten the youth. They should stop the attack on fire service. Anytime we accord, the Minister of FCT has given us 5 minutes response time, which we are bound to maintain. But the attack on fire service do prevent us from carrying out our responsibility most at times.
Attempts to reach the facility management regarding the fire outbreak were unsuccessful. However, an anonymous staff member disclosed that a fire began in one of the offices shortly before closing hours. Preliminary reports suggest that the cause of the fire may be electrical in nature. The Acting DG FEMA noted that investigations are ongoing to ascertain the cause of the fire. This developing situation underscores the importance of fire safety and preparedness in office environments, and especially in commercial hubs like Banex, where the Samsung showroom is situated.
We have to be extremely careful because of the dust within this period. When dust accumulates on power lines and sometimes on transformers, it can result to power outages. And power outages, when you don't off your appliances, can be a cause of disaster within the house.